we often wait for the right moment to change. When we feel ready, inspired, or motivated. But what if that moment never comes? What if success isn't about doing something big, but doing something small, every day, without applause, without excuses? This story will show you how a boy who couldn't wake up on time transformed his entire future with one small choice. In the humble village of Clarebrook, nestled between dusty roads and sunflower fields, there lived a boy named Aryan. Aryan had dreams as tall as the sky. He wanted to wear a uniform, serve the nation, make his mother proud. But there was one thing pulling him down harder than gravity: laziness. Every morning his mother would shout from the kitchen, "Aryan, the sun is already halfway across the sky." But Aryan, wrapped in his blanket like a caterpillar, would mumble, "Just 5 more minutes, Ma," and sleep for another hour. He admired people who had achieved something. The school teacher, with wise eyes, the postman who stood straight in his uniform, even the chai seller, who ran his stall with pride. But Aryan lacked one thing all of them had: consistency. One day he'd say, "From tomorrow, I'll jog every morning." The next day he'd find an excuse. He'd make a study plan, then ditch it for video games. He had passion, but no discipline. One evening, while wandering near the fields, Aryan saw Captain Veer, an elderly retired army officer who lived alone in a small cottage at the edge of the village. Every morning at 4:30 a.m., Captain Veer would sweep his porch, stretch under the neem tree, and work silently in his garden. Aryan, curious, finally asked, "Captain, you're not in the army anymore. Why do you still follow a routine like this?" Captain Veer smiled, wiped the sweat from his forehead, and replied, "Son, habits are like seeds. Plant them right, and they feed you forever. Plant them wrong, and one day, they'll choke your dreams." That night, Aryan couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about those words. Maybe I've been waiting for motivation when what I really need is routine, he thought. The next morning, before the rooster crowed, Aryan forced himself out of bed. His body screamed for sleep, but he remembered Captain Veer's words. He washed his face, tied his worn-out sneakers, and ran. He barely made it 300 meters before gasping for air. But he came back again the next day, and the next, and the next. He didn't post about it online. He didn't tell his friends. He simply repeated the habit. Quietly, he added one more: study for just 1 hour a day, no matter what. Some days he felt like quitting, but the habit held him together. Weeks passed. Months passed. His body grew stronger, his mind sharper. One afternoon, while tying his shoelace under a tree, he realized something had shifted. Discipline no longer felt like effort. It felt natural. Then, one day, the village notice board announced an opening for national defense recruitment. A fitness test followed by a written exam. Aryan's heart pounded. This was his moment. Dozens of boys from Clarebrook applied. Many were confident. Others were panicked. Aryan stood calm. When the whistle blew, most sprinted and collapsed halfway. Aryan ran steady. His body didn't betray him. His habit carried him forward. He passed the physical test. The written exam was next. Many crammed the night before. But Aryan didn't need to. That 1 hour of daily study had built a quiet mountain of knowledge inside him. He passed again. A few weeks later, a letter arrived at Aryan's home. As his mother read the words aloud, tears rolled down her cheeks. "Congratulations, you have been selected." Aryan stood frozen. "Ma," he whispered, "your son made it." The village erupted with joy. But one person stood at a distance, silently proud. Captain Veer. He placed a hand on Aryan's shoulder and said, "See, son. Motivation starts you, but habits carry you when strength runs out. Change doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from small steps taken daily, even when no one's watching. You don't need a perfect plan. Just one small action done repeatedly can reshape your future. Want to change your life? Don't wait for motivation. Start a habit today. If this story inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and leave a comment below. Small steps, big future. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that help you grow one habit at a time.